Hey everyone, so I had kind of an interesting day today. I went up to the CMU campus to talk to I don't know what she was, but I had to talk to them because they said that I didn't finish all my requirements for school. So I went up there and talked to them, and she told me that I had to do like 8 more credits. So I told her that I was thinking about doing concurrent enrollment where I could do grad classes and undergrad classes. And so she sent me to another office, and when I went to the other office, it was kind of like I think I was playing pinball in the office, because the one person sent me to another person's desk, which sent me to another person's desk, which sent me to another person's desk. And so she looked up what I needed to do, and it said that I had to go and meet with the person that I started with. And so I went back down there, and she filled out a form for me. And then I went over to the graduate office and talked to them. And they were like, well, it's way too late to do that. And then I was like, well, I just got this form filled out by this one woman. And she looked at it and she goes, oh, well, this is what usually takes all the time. So now that you've probably got about most of the work done, we probably could get it done in time. So I filled out a graduate application and paid the fees and stuff for that. And so I should be able to take graduate classes in January. So I could start graduate school. I'll start taking the classes for graduate school in January and then actually be in graduate school next fall. So I'm really, really excited about that. What else? When I was on campus today, I went and got the marching band DVD. Because I wanted one from last year, but somehow I missed my chance, and then I hadn't gone to talk to them, so I went there and asked them about it, and they didn't have any extra ones, but they had one from somebody never came and picked theirs up. So they were like, well, they haven't come in over a year, so you can have this one, and then we'll make another one in case they do show up and want it. So I actually got that. And I was really excited to watch it, but yeah, it was kind of a disappointment. The collage they always do was kind of generic. The cameras didn't record most of the shows because of the lights in the stadium were way too bright, and it was kind of just like white blobs going around on the stadium floor. Last year during the show, I led one of the lines out during pregame, because we all come out, like these lines that come out, and I was in the front, and I was really excited to see that on the DVD, and for some reason they didn't record the run-in for pregame, which is one of the more impressive parts of pregame. I think it's the coolest part, because the way we all charge out into the field is really cool, but they didn't record it, and so I'm really upset by that. And then I was excited to see the Ford Field stuff, because we played for both the MAC championship and the bowl game, but they didn't record, like, they recorded it, but for some reason they just did kind of like a collage during the first song, and they didn't show hardly any of the actual show. And so we played Superman like 3 times, and one of them, the only one that they have on the DVD is the one that happened in the rain, which it was hard to see because of all the rain and all the stuff that was on the field. And it was the horrible lighting from the stadium lights. So I'm really disappointed that there's no good version of Superman. So I don't know. I'm getting lots of IMs. So just because I don't know what else to talk about, apparently I'm weird, because a lot of people, when I talk to them, when I say that when I exercise, I'm not hungry, everyone else thinks... Sorry, when I said the H word, Maddie got all excited and looked at me. Maddie, are you hungry? But when I exercise, I don't get hungry. And if I am hungry when I go to exercise, I stop being hungry, and after exercise I don't want to eat much. Apparently a lot of other people feel that they're different than that, because when I say that I exercise to make myself not hungry anymore, people are like, well, I don't understand how that works, because they always get hungry after they exercise. So, I don't know, I guess I'm weird. But if I am a student next semester, like I should be, I'll be really excited because I'll be able to use the sack again, and I'll be able to work out pretty regularly. Did I really talk for 7 minutes? Doesn't seem like I would have. So, Maddie needs a new bone. Look what she did. It used to be like this long. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen it but long, but it was like this long when I first met her. So now it's a tiny little thing, and she points the ends. And these things are all sticky. So it like velcros to the floor. But she loves it. She's mad at me for taking it away. What? Okay. I need a new phone too. Look how old my phone is. Everyone thinks I'm a horrible person because I have a picture of me on my phone. But it's because me and my mom have the exact same phone, the exact same case. And it's easy to just open the phone and look at the picture. And if it's mine, I know it's me. Or the other way, if it's me on there, I know it's mine. But if I start graduate school, there's going to be like a whole new list of rules and requirements and all this other garbage that I don't even... I'll have to like read the bulletin. And last year, well, not last year, but when I started undergrad school... Undergrad? What are you doing? Last year when I started undergrad... I can't talk today. When I started undergrad, I actually read the bulletin. Like they said, well, read the bulletin because it's got a whole bunch of information in it. And I actually read it. And I still somehow missed requirements. And what happened was, there's a separate list of requirements for the bachelor's degree. And I talked to my the degree advisor who assigned my biology, and she told me all the classes that I needed to take for my biology degree. But she said there's other stuff, you know, the other requirements that are for like university program and the CMU core requirements and stuff. And so I went and talked to a regular advisor about that stuff, and they covered all the stuff that I needed. They said, well, everything else that's not included in that would be degree requirements. So I thought that I had everything done. But there's a biology degree requirement, and there's a Bachelor of Science degree requirement, which aren't the same. So I had some classes that didn't get covered. And nobody told me about them until long after. And what really upsets me is that I took a couple of classes, I was in a couple of band classes that I didn't actually take for credit. I auditioned and got put in it, and you don't actually have to enroll in the class. You can just show up to rehearsals and play at the concert. So I did all of the work, but I didn't get any credits from it because I didn't pay for the credits, and I didn't enroll in the class, and I didn't get a grade. And so I could have gotten 2 of the requirements that I needed and only need 6 classes, or 6 credits, which would be 2 classes. But now I have to take 3 classes and an extra credit that I don't need. So I'm kind of upset about that, and I was like, well, if I had known that, and she was like, well, we can't go back and give you a credit because we don't have any proof that you did it. I was like, well, I understand that, but if somebody had told me that I was supposed to do these credits, I would have known that they were here. So I was pretty upset about that.